All right, hi there, guys. My name is Wilfred, and I'm a senior math tutor. So I'll be covering 10 questions today from calculus. They're just basic calculus questions, and I got these problems from OneClass. So if you have any other problems with your calculus homework, or your any questions or any struggles with understanding basic calculus theorems and fundamentals, please submit them through OneClass. And also a little backstory, I guess, about me. I graduated from McMaster with a major in biochemistry and a minor in mathematics. So let's begin. Okay, so the first question is, what is the derivative of secant x? So before we even begin to talk about secant x, we want to talk about a rule in deriving equations, okay? So we have the power rule, we have the quotient rule, or the power rule. We also have what we call the chain rule. So we spread the chain rule. So the chain rule is mostly applied to functions inside of functions, and when you're deriving those kind of functions, and it says that the function of this huge function within a function, sorry, to let's say d of x can be equivalent to the outside function times the inside function, like this. So that's the chain rule. So we're going to be using this rule a lot during the lesson today, and we're going to be using this rule for this first question. Okay. So first of all, we want to state that the secant of x can also be written as 1 over cos x, or cos x to the power of -1. Okay, sure. So now we want to write out our, I guess, convention tools. So d of dx of cos of x -1. So we're going to use our chain rule here, okay? So we have a function within a bigger function, right? So let u equal cos of x, right? And now if we use our chain rule here, we get this, right? So which is du over dx times dy over du. Okay. So we got u to the power of -1, and dy is just cos x. Okay, so we're gonna solve this later. Sorry, give me a second. So we just want to sub u in. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that right now. So we'll get d of dx of u minus 1. Okay, and then if we use our power rule here, right? So our power rule suggests that we take the exponent down, and then we subtract the power by 1. So we get -1 times u to the power of -2 times du over dx. Okay, cool. And then we want to plug in back our u's. So we have a u here, so that's going to be cos x to the power of -2, and then d of dx of cos of x. All right, and then the final rule is that we know that the derivative of cos x is negative sine x. So plugging that all in together, so this is just an aside. Let me just drop a box around this. So plugging this all in together, we get negative cos x of -2 times sine of negative sine x. Okay, so this is what we get for our derivative. If we want to simplify this, we get sine of x over cos squared x, and we can also write it as 1 over cos x times sine x over cos x. And sine x over cos x is just tan x, so we get, and 1 over cos x is secant x, so we just get secant x times tan x as our final answer. So the derivative of secant x is secant x tan x, okay? So the junior tutor also used the solution that I used. So they used the chain rule, they subbed in u to be equal to cos, and then they used the chain rule like this. And then they derived u, and then they subbed back u in and derived the cos. And then they simplified everything together to get secant x tan x. So solution is correct. Cool.